Hey guys, Pie Rules here, and welcome back to the guide. I'm going to be doing this part post commentary, which means the gameplay is pre-recorded and I'm narrating it now, so it'll be a little bit more cleaned up than it usually is. Okay, so this is Route 7. You can walk upon these things to skip over the grass and the trainers. All those are trainers who will battle you. If you don't keep walking, though, you will fall off, so keep walking if you want to stay on those things. Keep moving. In here is a hiker who will trade you an Imunga, which is that flying electric type we saw. If you give him a Gantoru, which is a rock type Pokemon, the evolution of Dangoru. So, yep, if you got one of those, which you can find. See, that's what happens if you just stay still. You'll wobble and fall off. Some Pokemon you can find in the grass here are Shikajikas. You know I'm bad at pronouncing that. Yes, it is summertime, so there's its summer form. I've already shown off them. But you can also find a Miruhog, which are the evolution of the little gopher things found at the start. A Zebralka, which I don't find in this recording, but it's the evolution of the electric zebra thing. You also find a Hatobu, which are the little bird things, which right here, the evolution, it's the middle stage bird, basic type bird here. And you'll also find one other Pokemon which we run into later. Also, of interesting note is in the wintertime you will find Kumasilon, which is basically the little polar bear things. So yes, this is one of those routes that's actually affected by winter. And occasionally, when they are swarming, there's some Sentret in this area. Let's see here. You'll also notice that I've kind of added another shortcut on the list. I'll be getting into what that is later. Okay, this is a tower, and it is known as the Tower of Heavens, and it is very similar to the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town, in Red and Blue, in that it's basically this big tower with a bunch of graves, a bunch of trainers who will fight you despite the fact that they're supposed to be celebrating the lives of their dead Pokemon. And there's also a 3-stage ghost type, which is the only thing that can be found here. And it is ghost fire type, actually. It's pretty cool. Candle, and then it turns into a chandelier in its final evolution. Pretty cool looking thing. If you want a ghost type, this would be a neat one to get. And I'm not going to show you the full tower, because basically it's the same thing all the way up. Graves, people to battle, and on the roof there is a bell and something plot-related occasionally. So, that's that. More cool graphics. Also, midway up the tower, there is one trainer. After you beat him, he will heal you, so just so you know. Okay, there's heavy rain here, and there's a reason for that, which we'll get into I think in a minute here. Yes, here. You see, this heavy rain is actually being caused by something special, and that something special I will not show you right now. I will show you about some other time, but it has to do with the legendary Pokemon, and it has to do with after you've beaten the Elite Four. So that'll be in its own separate part when I'm going through the legends later on. This guy will fight you, and in the grass here is the other Pokemon you can find here, the Tamagateki. Whatever. We've already been through this Pokemon. So yeah, there's two new types here really, the Maruhag and the Zebralaka. Basically, just two evolved forms. Anyway, up here is kind of another cave area, which is known as the Ridge. It's kind of a cave, and it's kind of like, it's got a bunch of outside areas. It's kind of unique. But it is, no doubt, a cave. And it has these things. These are Gantoros. These are what you could trade that hiker back there for an Amunga. So, hey, if you want to get a free trade out of it. Also, a new mechanic is if you get a certain amount of trades, someone in the Hyun City Pokemon Center will give you items based upon the amount of trades you've traded. Basically, it has to do with the trainer ID numbers that you have that aren't your own. And if you get like 50, if you have 50 Pokemon that aren't your ID number, then you get a Master Ball. So you're probably going to want to make as many in-game trades as you can. Also, once you've beaten the Elite Four, anyone you've traded with will battle you with the Pokemon you traded it, but at a much higher level. So that's kind of a cool thing. Yeah, Gantoro I found very, what am I saying? Yeah, they're found a lot in these caves because they are essentially they are Gravelers, and we already ran into Dangoro, which would be the Geodudes. So yeah, you'll run into those here. It's funny because pretty much everything you're gonna run into here, well, three types you'll run into here, and in the other caves are exact like copies of Generation 1 Pokemon, fairly exact, because you got the 3-stage Rock Evolution, then you have, and we'll wait until, oh, well, I'll continue talking about that until I run into it. Oh, let's see what this is. Ah, here it is, the Koromori. I believe I've talked about this before, as it was in the, the opening to an underground water vein, which was what the first little mini cave was. And Koromori, they are Zubat. They are Zubat, except instead of being part poison, they are part psychic, which is also annoying. But, Uni can take care of them with a quick Shadow Ball there. You can find those in this cave. And there is 2 other Pokemon you can find in this cave. And you can also find... Well, this is also... Huh. The catch rates depend on the seasons, actually, which is kind of interesting. How often... not catch rates, but how often the Pokemon will show up. But you'll find a lot of Gantorus, and you'll find a lot of Koromori. And then there's another type that's fairly common in here. Then there's another type called Furiju... It's an ice type, and it looks like a snowflake. Furijurgio. And it's got a 1% chance of appearing in any season except for winter, when it has a 5% chance of appearing. It has no evolutions, and it stands out on its own in the decks here. But there's also the Kumasayan, which are the baby polar bears, as I talked about before. They can be found in this cave. On a 4% chance and a 10% chance on other parts of the year, but a 45% chance in winter. So, if you want to catch one of these things, I suggest going here in the winter. Again, all these trainers will battle you, and if you want to know like the exact, there are a few dead ends, but if you want to know the exact way to get through the cave, then just pay attention to what I'm doing here, and don't go through that dead end. Yeah, these things are unrelenting in how many of them you're gonna find. And the annoying thing about these guys is they have an ability that prevents them from dying in 1 turn. So you have to spend at least 2 turns, unless you're going to run away, which is what I ended up doing, but unless you're going to run away, it will take you at least 2 turns to get these guys. Alright, here are the last ones. Here are the Dotekotsu, and these are Machokes. They are the evolution of the, they are the evolution of Dokakora, and they evolve 1 more time if you trade them. They evolve into the Machamp variant. They are so much variants of Machop, Machoke, Machamp, it's not even funny. But, yep, those are here too, because of course we're in a cave. I quite like the design of these guys. They're a lot better than Graveler's design, and which is okay, because if you're gonna have to be fighting a lot of them, you know, you're gonna want them to look at least nice. I always find it funny how it looks like they're wearing pink nail polish. Okay, at this point I get fed up and just use a repel, a super repel. So yeah, there's a lot of these kind of like pathways here, these boardwalk things. And I mean, it's a little confusing. There is a lot of places to go, but you won't get lost for too long, as long as you just keep exploring. I believe there was a hidden item in that rock. This guy will fight you. Those clumps of dirt, sometimes there'll be trainers in them, and sometimes there'll be items. Alright, here you are on kind of the bottom floor. There's a vending machine over there if you want to buy some potions, or some soda, I should say. Some healing items, basically. And there's kind of an empty house. I'm not sure what... I think there were people in there at one point. I'm not sure what that has to do. I don't know, maybe some people come in there for an event or something. I'm not sure. Remember, I am recording this after I've beaten the Elite Four, so some things might be a little bit different. Okay, and we are in Sekka City. You talk to this guy, he won't do much for you. There's a Pokemon Center, there's these 4 people, cheering or something, I don't know. If you look on your little item finder thing, you'll notice that there is an item over to the far left that you can't get yet, and that actually, you can only get that in the winter. It is a TM, and you can only get it in the winter. So, Yeah. If you go in this house, people will talk to you as per usual. And if they have anything to say, I'm not quite sure. I don't really think they do. Maybe they'll give you an item. I'm not sure. Oh, I keep. Oh, I want to go on my bike. All right, there is the gym. Here's another house. And you could talk to these people. I'm not entirely sure what she wants from you. I don't think it's a trade, or what he wants from you. I don't think it's a trade, but same thing with her. I'm not quite sure. And that's about the extent of the town. Oh, there's one more house. And in here, um, I don't quite know what's going on actually in here. But this will happen if you go into here. I guess after beating the Elite Four. Maybe they're praising me because I'm the champion in this house? I don't know. Or maybe, oh, maybe this is one of those trend things where they want you to enter a cool phrase for them to repeat over and over again. Because you're such a cool dude. Maybe it's something like that. But it gives you the screen to enter Japanese text. I'm not entirely sure what goes on here, but if I had to take a guess, that's what I would say is happening. And I think I got something. Alright, well, we got quite a lot done in this part. Explored a lot of areas. So next time, we're going to be heading off to the gym over here, which is an Ice-type gym. Alright? Join me then. Pie Guy Rules, out.